Good morning, everybody. Welcome to week number 7, module 7 of EDU 600, Research Methods and Techniques. We are officially at the halfway point of this course, and I truly want to congratulate everybody for making it this far. This course is, I have to say, in my experience, one of the more dreaded courses that people take. It is a required course, as you know, and I hope you are not finding it like that. My goal is to have everybody or help everybody succeed this semester. So before I move on to week number 7, I just wanted to thank everybody for the effort that you put into the qualitative critique. If you have any questions on the comments and or grade that you receive, please let me know. There's still a few people that haven't submitted. If you are having difficulty with your assignment and you need some kind of help, accommodations, please reach out to me. We can work something out. So beyond that, I just wanted to mention the writing style. I did make some comments in people's papers about, basically I said, what you wrote is excellent. What I'd like you to do is work on the being concise with your writing, meaning when you're writing about research, it's very factual. The beginning parts, all of the sections up until basically the discussion, basically when you're rating the quality, the transferability of a study, that's when you have your opportunity to express your opinions, what you thought was sound, what you thought could be improved. Some people brought up these topics earlier on in their paper, and nothing wrong with what you said, but it just should be moved to the back. So keep that in mind when we get around to writing actually the quantitative research, which brings me to week number 7. We are still studying quantitative research. This week we're specifically looking at measures, and I will just give you a quick overview of where we're going this week and what I'd like you to do. My goal today is not to go 10 minutes. And my goal also is to once again offer to everybody, if you're having any difficulty with these subjects, these topics in this week and the next week and the next week after that, we tend to, we're right into the edge or the cusp of statistics and methods and how do you analyze quantitative research. So what I'd like you to do is, first of all, the goal for the week is understand and apply information about types of measures. Number 2, we're going to be looking at reliability and validity. So in quantitative research, this is where we're looking at things like the transferability of the actual quantitative research. Are there thick and rich descriptions? In quantitative research, we're looking at different ways that you can actually test, and you can say if this type of research or the research that you're looking at is reliable and it's valid. That's a really important distinction. I'd like you to read chapter 7. We're right there, descriptive statistics. Please also review chapter 6, these specific pages. I'd like you to take a look at the videos. We have a discussion forum. And then, if you remember, I pushed off the visual display of data assignment from last week. We had a visual display of data discussion post. So I restructured some things in this assignment, and I'll go over that. So the videos I'd like you to watch. Take a look at reliability and validity, mean, mode, range, standard deviation. Very good video. Next one is about the distribution curve. This is a normal distribution, a bell curve. You've probably all seen that. For those that are struggling with kind of the basic knowledge of statistics and or distribution, probability, I encourage you to watch all of these videos. Yes, this one's 8 minutes. The other one, this is 7 minutes. And I can't remember, I think this is 6 minutes, the reliability one. And then, one of the subjects that I keep on bringing up, and we will talk about this more as we move forward, but what I'm interested in a lot of the quantitative research is not the multitude and the variety of statistical tests that the authors use. That's important. But I'm also most interested in, for those studies that have it, is a p-value. And the p-value is a number that you can look at and readily tell if the statistical results are significant. So we'll talk about this week and next week, but this gentleman explains it extremely well. What is statistically significant? So what I mean by that, if I look at a p-value that is 0.00000001, it means to me that the results are statistically significant. So if you're testing between group A and group B, you get a result like that, immediately it says to me, okay, these results I need to take a closer look at because they show something that's statistically significant. If on the flip side, if you would get a p-value that's 0.5 or 5.0, there's no statistically significant differences between those. So take a look at that and read in the book also. Once again, I'll keep on coming back to this. Okay, so visual display of data assignment. I tweaked this a little bit, well, quite a bit, and I simplified it. But last week we had a discussion post on the visual display of data. And I'll read this to you. To ease our course workload for this week, meaning this week, next week, I give you permission to use what you posted in your discussion post for week 6. And then I would like you to enhance it a little bit to include the data source. Most of you did that. What variables are being measured, who is being measured, what information, what's the sample size representative, etc. So, meaning you can use what you posted. You can use the same data source. But if you need to go back and just add a couple more things to it, that would be fine. This is not a major assignment, although it is worth 10 points. So basically, I'd like you to use your post that you used last week. And if you don't want to use that, you can find a new data source in last week's material and enhance it as needed, meaning these are what I'd like you to incorporate into that. So that is due next Sunday. In the meantime, if you have any questions on that, please let me know. And then I'd like you to participate in the week 7 discussion. Now, between the two of these, I don't expect that, please don't spend a huge amount of time on either one of these. Most of you did a discussion post. You should have the materials. I would use that as a basis. I would copy and paste, put it into a Word doc, save it as a PDF, and then submit it to me. But make sure you cover all the components. So that is really, excuse me, that is really it for this week. I wish you an absolute great week. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please reach out to me. If you want to schedule a Zoom meeting to go over any of the topics and ideas that we discuss that are online this week, let me know. I'm here to help. Have a great week, everybody, and I'll see you online.